Hello and welcome to Crafting with Jane. Today's Tuesday, so it's a day of doing some more in my art journal. I've just had an attempt at something and I just turned the video off because it was so bad that I thought, oh, I'm not even going to do that. So I'm going to use some stamps from Studio 490 Wendy Vici, Tales of Art LCS 094. Don't think you can get it. Stamp is anonymous. I don't think you can get it anymore, but I kind of like all that sort of look. So I'm going to have this sort of vintage lady, and we're going to start with her and just see what we can build up. So I'm just going to put her just in on the center like this and put that up. Oh yes, that looks quite good. And then I actually want, this is rather good because there's a whole sort of restaurant words and things on here. So I'm just going to put some of that in and see if I can get that sort of in on the bottom and see how that comes out. These are really good stamps because you don't need to do a lot of pressing, and they're red rubber stamps are always the best quality. You can't sort of, there we are, look at that. You've got the restaurant bit at the bottom, which I think is quite fun. And I'm just taking them all off at the moment. I will, and then we've got, yes, I'm going to have Oh, the Tales She Could Tell, which I've just inked up and I put onto this other one which I'd started and it really wasn't working. So I'm just going to have that up at an angle like that. Okay, so that's my stamping. Now I need to add some colours and things in on here. And I'm not going to do any stenciling, I don't think. I think I'm just going to add some colours in here. So I want to do, I'm going to take a, I need a little block, don't we? Let me have a block here so I can have that as a palette. And I'm going to take some, I'm going to use some re-inkers, I think, because I think that will work, but I want them to be quite bright and vivid. So what have we got? We've got a, I want a bit of green, so I'm just putting a couple of drops. I want, we'll have a little bit of blue. What are we at? Green, blue, yellow. So I'm literally just putting some drops of re-inker down because they're quite strong. And then I want a bit of, should I have a bit of pink? Let's see what that does. Oh, I might be a bit low on that one. I might be. Oh no, here we go. Okay, so these are just a few colours and I thought we would just start. So I've got a paintbrush. I'm going to just put some colour around in on here because I want it to be quite sort of, I'm just going to take some colour down in on here. I think, oh, I didn't spray that. Didn't get that a bit wet, did I? Let's just get a, oh, look, that's getting it all the same colour. I didn't take the colour out very much. Okay, so I'm going to take the yellow now. Just maybe take some of the yellow out in on here. Bring that in. So I'm just trying to play around with a few colours and things and see how they work together. quite like that coming out, so I'm just going to bring it out into this one. I think I don't want it to go muddy, and that's why I've got to be really careful to get my brush quite clean before I start, and then it's just going to be just some colour coming in so that it's not coming in so that it goes in onto the other colour and sort of spoils it. So I'm just trying to just take it up so that we're spreading it out just a little bit. Let's take a little bit down on here. It's coming out quite nicely. Now what's this colour? I think this is a green, isn't it? See about the green in on here. That's quite nice. Bring that up. Bring some of this up in here. I want that sort of sorbet type colour, you know, it's just a little bit of colours coming in, and I don't want too much, so I'm just bringing, that's a little bit of the yellow coming in as well. We've got quite a bit of this reddy pink, so that's going to be a bit brighter, I think. Let's just, oh yes, see if we can get that coming in a bit like that. It might have been a little bit bright, but I think we can probably mute it if needs be. Let's just take that off a bit. Don't think we want anything quite that bright. I've only got a little bit of, I'm just taking that down a bit, seeing how that's better. Let's come down a bit. Sure that I clean my brush out between each time. I quite like this greeny blue again. Let's just take a little bit of that in on here. Bring that in. Don't think I've got very much of the yellow in there. It's a little bit of the other green. Okay, I think that's sort of getting there. Now what I might do is just take, if I can get this, I've got the red, and I might just see how much I can get in on there, on the red, because I just want to see if I can just get her lips just a little bit pink in there. Just got a little blob on the top of there. Didn't do that very well, did I? That's a bit better, I think. Okay, now I want to do her hair in, have I got a brown? Yes, I have. So I'm just going to do, because even though I've got the lovely colours and things going on, I do want to have a little bit of, so I'm doing, this is a brown re-inker. So I'm just taking that, and again, just, now this is quite dark, so I might have to water it down just a little bit more. We'll see. Take it off and just see if I can just get, oh, that's going to be very dark. Just, there we go. So I've just taken almost all of it off of the brush, just with some water, and I'm just adding a little bit in on here. It works really well if you have a lot of water. So I'm just having that in on there. I think that I might even just add some of this brown in, get a bit of water, just maybe add a little bit of the brown in on here. Quite like that. So I can always just dab it in a bit if I don't want it too bright. But it's playing around with colours, and sometimes if you do it really quite pale, it almost comes out sort of raspberry, you know, that sort of ice cream colours, which I think are actually quite good. So that, I think, is quite nice on there. Now, what I might just do is, because I've got, what stencil have I got? I've got this one with sort of like just a little bit of flowers on there. I don't know whether I want a flower as a stencil. I might have something which is just a little bit more abstract. I've got these which are stars. I don't think I really want stars. Just want something that's quite, what I would call abstract, that's got no sort of real pattern or whatever in there, but is, oh, I'm going to do this one, I think, because I've already got that stuck. It's me fiddling around with ideas. Maybe that one. We'll have that little trellis one for now, I think. And I just want to put, now what colour are we going to use? Don't want anything too bright. I think I want a blue, because we've got quite a lot of pink and stuff going on, haven't we? So I think that whites are nice. At this one, pool party, that's quite a nice blue. I don't want it too dark, so let's just do a quick little bit of stenciling in on there. So I want a little bit of a blue, and let's see, just in over here to just give a little bit of interest. So let's see how that's going to come. I don't want a lot, I just want a little. Oh yes, that's quite nice. So I just want a little bit coming through in on here. You can see just a little bit of colouring on here, and as I say, I'm only doing little bits because I don't want to, I only want to break it up just a tiny bit, maybe just a little bit on there. That I think is perfect. This is when it's the less is more. I don't want to over egg it, but I think that once it's dried will actually work quite well. It's got some colour. It's quite pretty. It's not overly done. I do want to. I've just thought I want to get a little bit over her face, and I know that might sound a bit odd, but I think I need to do something that comes just over like that. That's perfect. Yes, just break it up a little bit. So I think that's it for today. I'm not going to do any more to it. I think that's just about right. I like the colours and the plays with the colours, so I think I might try that again. And as I say, it's all an experiment. It's all me playing. I know that some of you have actually joined me and bought yourselves watercolour books to have a go at doing some of this. And the nice thing is that once the book's finished, it's not using lots of cards. It's just giving you ideas and things. So hopefully it's given you another bit of an idea. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.